First, I would like to start my demonstration on what is cloud computing exactly. Once we know how the Salesforce application is running internally and architecturally, then we can get an overview about the Salesforce, how it is running. Because why we need to prefer to learn the basics means in .NET or in Java, we have different architectures. But when we comes into the Salesforce, it would be a different architecture. Means, see here in every business or business application, it is like a 3 layers. Like every business application should contain application, and it has platform, and it has infrastructure. Every organization is not they won't bother about to maintain an application, and they won't bother about to maintain a platform, but they need to mainly concentrate on infrastructure, maintaining the infrastructure. What is the infrastructure here? Infrastructure is a database where we keep all the complex information of our organization. See, for this I wanted to introduce about how the existing system is working and how would be the cloud application will work for a business. First of all, I wanted to give a small example with in the existing system. Let me explain through the paint. First, see here, there is one application. Let me take a big one. This is one application. Let you assume that this is built by some Java or .NET technology. I placed this application into a specific location, or I bought one host. The host name is, let me see, this would be the www. This would be a ABC server. Now, like our Google server, any software server. Are you able to hear me? Hello?
Yes. Yes, Rajesh.
Yes. Yes. Okay. There is one specific server like our www.google.com, some xyz.com. This is one server, one kind of server, that is the xyz.com that I am assuming here as an example. See, in this xyz.com server, I placed one application which is built by some Java or .NET application. Now, what I am saying here, the application is uploaded into the server. Through that server, all my customers are able to access that application. All the users are able to get the information from that server through that application. Now, this server has a limited capacity. This server has let us assume that this server has a limited capacity which can be able to provide service up to 10 users. So 10 users can be able to access this application at a time. There is no issue. Then this is the right service, it can give service up to 10 users. But after some time, my users have become 10 to 100. When my users or my customers are increased, or number of users are going to access my application at a time, right now 10, 100 at a time. Then in such case, what happens? You can observe in the screen, when I place my application into a specific server, I can provide a service up to 100 users. But if I wanted to give service more than 100 users or more than 1000 users, but it has a limit capacity, it can provide only 10 users. In such case, automatically, obviously, it will be burden to the server, so it cannot provide better service to 100 users because as it has the capacity to provide only 10 users. In such case, what IT people are going to do, they are going to enhance the server capacity like this. Based on the customers or based on the demand, they are going to enhance the server capacities by adding one more servers to the existing server. Like this, when number of users increases, automatically they will increase servers like this. See, this type of situation or this type of servers we can observe in any IT organization, that we can observe in any IT industry. Like whenever number of users increases, they simply use it to add the servers like this. Then when we add a server, what is going on here? We are giving better service to our customers, there is no issue. But what is the major disadvantage is going on here? See here, there is no issue when number of customers increases, we are going to add the servers, it is right. But what happens when number of users decreases or when number of customers increases? At a time, if there are 1,000 customers, now I have only 10 customers. When number of customers decreases, but it is not an easy case to reduce the servers at a time. Am I right? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes. Please respond us, then I feel that you are listening. Okay.
Sure.
Then what happens when number of servers increases, there is no issue, we can provide. But when number of customers decreases, we cannot add, we cannot remove servers. It is not an easy case. In such case, what happened? A client or a business person feel burdened to maintain these servers, or to feel burdened to maintain these servers, or to give such an amount to the IT organization for this maintaining purpose, because of having less customers. If you have a big customers, if you have high customers, then he can pay high amount to the organization. But if when his customers decreases, he cannot pay such amount to the IT organization. For example, if he has 100 customers, he can pay $100 to the IT organization who is maintaining these servers for this organization. If you have 10,000 customers, he can pay $10,000 or $1,000 to the IT organization. But when he has 10 customers or when he has 100 customers, he cannot pay 1,000 users cost to the IT organization. He would be able to pay, because he is getting profit only for 100 customers, he can pay only 100 customers. But now he has to pay, as per his requirement, he has to pay 10,000 customers amount to the IT organization, because the IT organization is providing service for 10,000. But they won't bother about the business, but they only charge amount what they are offering or what they are providing service to the business people. In this case, there is no issue about the IT organization, but only issue rises from the customer or only for business people, because they are losing some amount from their customers because of reducing the customers. Hello?
Continue.
Yes, and one more disadvantage that we need to observe here. The main disadvantage is, like, see, we can ask one question that if there are 10 customers or if there are 1,000 customers, we can maintain these many servers based on the expectation. Now, let me assume that if in future I have 10,000 users or 10,000 customers, so that I can maintain 10 servers at this moment. If I am able to expect my customers, then I can provide better service by arranging servers. What happens if, like a social networking sites like Facebook or Twitter or some other networks, if the people, we do not know or we cannot expect how many users are going to join at a particular time or at a particular moment. So if a number of customers are going to access same site at a time, if at a time multiple people are going to access same server or same application at a time, obviously it would be burden to the server. So that we cannot expect how many people are going to access my server. Averagely, if we know some amount of people are going to access at this moment, Based on that only we can observe. We can arrange the servers. But unfortunately, if the people or customers are going to access the same application at a time, it would be impossible to provide servers or to provide service to multiple users at a time. So in this case, and one more disadvantage that we need to observe, that when servers increases, it would be cost effective, and we need to arrange one network administrator, and also it requires one database administrator, and also there might be a possibility to raise a deadlocks because of huge network. So in the existing system, there is no scalability that reducing the servers and increasing the servers. So for this case, what happens, the people has a thought to implement a cloud computing technology. In the cloud computing technology, what the people are going to do, they are going to design one application, they build one application and place this application into a central located server. In the existing system, we used multiple servers, but in the new cloud computing system, they are going to use a single server. And in the single server, this is the highly configured server, specially designed server, and they install or they place same application into a single server.
So Rajesh,
yes.
There will be only one server on cloud, right?
Yes. Actually, in previous we have multiple servers existing system in .NET or Java or PHP. We used to add servers like this, right? Now, in the existing system, we are like this. We are adding servers based on the customer requirement. Am I right or not?
I'm not here. I'm not judging you or now. I'm not correcting you anyway. Rajesh, see here I'm not correcting, not judging anything right now. I just want to hear you, like if I heard the same thing right or wrong. Okay?
Okay. Okay, just no problem. Then here what the cloud technology tells and how it will run, that I wanted to show here. First, in the cloud, the people are going to place application into a single server which is highly configured, and the instant of this application will be placed into the host. So the application will run, the instant of this application will be accessed by the multiple users. But in the previous system, the application is going to be shared by the multiple users. But here the application, instant of this application will be accessed by the multiple users. That is the major advantage that we need to observe here. When number of users increases, there would be one more instant will be started like this as I shown in the screen. When number of users decreases, the instant will be stopped automatically. When number of users increases, instant will be started. Users decreases, instant will be stopped. But this type of scalability is not available in the existing system. Now, I wanted to make one more thing clear here. In the cloud services, we need to mainly concentrate on three things. First one is instant, and the second thing is scalability, and third one is cost. These are the three features provided by the Salesforce. Now, you people can ask me one question, that what is an instant here? What is the difference between adding the servers and what is the and adding the instant? Here I wanted to make one more thing clear here. What is instant? First, let me explain about the instant. Here is one class like employee. This is the class which contains a employee record. Using this class, I can insert one employee record. If I wanted to use this class, I need to create one instance for this class like this. Employee E1 equals to new employee. If I wanted to use this one, I can use employee dot first name like this. Now, if I wanted to insert one more employee record, I am going to simply start employee E1 or E2 equals to new employee. Like E2 dot first name. Then here we can observe that I am not going to write, if I wanted to insert one more employee record, I am not going to write one more class. I am just using an instance of this particular class. This is the base class or this is the main class, but I am using this class as instant. Like this, here this is the main application. This is the main application which is placed into a high configured server, and instant of this application is accessing through as a instance. Whenever a user increases, instant will be started, as I shown in the example like a program. See here, whenever I wanted to insert one more record, what happens? I used to start one more instant like this. Like this, whenever users increases, a instant will be started. When users decreases, instant will be stopped like this. And here also, if the object is in ideal, we know that ideal objects in active objects. If objects are in inactive object or ideal object, that will goes under garbage collector. Garbage collector will collect all the inactive or ideal objects. Like this, there was in a system which are not inactive or which are, if the users are not present at that moment, instant will be stopped automatically. When users are started, instant will be started like this. Now, I will give you a small example over here. What is the difference between sharing and like a instance? See here, in the distributed system or in the existing system, all the servers or application is going to be shared by the multiple users. So when application is sharing means it will be burden to the application. But here it is not like that case. But here it is not going to be shared. It is starting an instant. Now I wanted to make you sure that through an example. First, suppose there is a lunch box which is a sufficient food for 3 people. When it is sufficient for 3 people, when 2 persons added, obviously it is not sufficient for 5 people. When 10 people added, it is not sufficient for 10 people because it is only sufficient food for 3 people. Like this, shared application will be like this. But in the instant, giving one more carrier for another 3 people. Like when people added, giving one more carrier. Like this way, instant will be started. It won't be burden to the server. Just a new instant will act as your original application and give better service to the clients. I think you understood my hello?
Yes, Rajesh. Yeah, we got it.
Yes, like this application in the through cloud computing technology, the cloud services will be provided to the end user.
Okay. So, Rajesh.
Yes.
Did you see the Lakshman posted topics that we are going to cover in this demo? There is translation workbench, multiple currency, and time different workflow.
Yeah.
As we have only limited amount of time, so can we cover this?
One sec. I have a question on this topic, Rajesh.
Yes, please.
So there is you listed 3 sections, like one is instance, and can you open that notepad?
Yes, sure.
So scalability and cost.
Yes.
So what is scalability and what is cost? And first,
yes, thank you. I'll tell you. Scalability means here in the existing system we were not able to add servers based on the users. Means when number of users added, we could not able to add, we are able to add the servers, but when number of users decreases, we could not able to, means we could not able to decrease the servers. Means the business person has to pay the same amount how much he is paying for high customers, the same amount he has to pay even if he has low customers also, because he is getting same service from the organization. But in the cloud technology, when number of users increases, instant is going to be started. When number of users decreases, means if you don't want to give access to their users, instant will be stopped like this. This is called scalability.
okay.
And when it comes to the cost means here cloud is the major concept is pay as you go, that you know that.
Yes.
Means how much we are using, that much only we need to pay. We need not to pay extra amount.
Okay.
Are you clear about this?
Yeah. So there is a common name we combining these three features. There is a common name we call them as these 3 concepts. So do you know that common name? So that means there is a about this, including these 3 concepts. What kind of computing is this?
Okay, I don't know exactly, but what you are expecting?
This is you are explaining instant and scalability and cost.
Yeah.
So we can call this future as a kind of computing. What kind of computing is this?
That is cloud computing we are seeing.
So there is another name we call them as elastic computing. Do you know elastic? When you push, do you know elastic?
No, I don't know.
See, for example, a ribbon. So when you push the both sides,
okay.
When you leave
the meaning of elastic I know, but I don't elastic.
So this is called elastic computing.
Yeah, like elaborate whenever we need, it will be expanded.
Yep, that's it. Okay, you can proceed with the topics which you are looking for.
Yes, multi-currency, no?
Yeah.
Actually, Salesforce by default, Salesforce is providing one currency type, that is the dollar. But if we wanted to enable our organization for multi-currency, we need to make a request first to the Salesforce support team.
What kind of request?
Sorry?
What is that request?
That we need to raise a case to the Salesforce that feature need to activate one feature on enabling the multi-currency.
So, okay, what we call that feature?
Multi-currency, right?
Okay, proceed.
Yeah, once we raise a case to the Salesforce support team, so Salesforce support team will get back to you with the by enabling the feature of multi-currency within the 2 days of their business according to their time. And based on once they enable it, we can use our own currency. Means the currency field will be automatically added to each and every page layout by default. Yes, please. Do you have any question?
No, proceed.
And whenever actually by default it will be add it to any page layout so that the amount will be calculated like that one.
Okay.
So Rajesh, did you ever got a chance to raise a case and any of your or do you have enabled so that you can demo it to us?
Sorry?
Can you demo that concept to us now?
All the concepts, right?
No, multi-currency, can you demo that now?
At this moment?
Yes.
At this moment, I can explain you what is the multi-currency and what is the purpose of use. If you have any question, then I will clarify you that.